Alright, welcome to another edition of Test Freaks Unboxing. Today we've got a case. This would be our first case review on Test Freaks. I've got another one coming up as well. It's the NZXT Whisper. But today we're looking at the AeroRacer Pro. It's the model number EN52474. As you can see by the picture, it's got a really big fan on the side of it. It's going to be an interesting unboxing because I'm going to be in the way for a bit of it apparently. Trying to get this done. Alright, it's got a 40 centimeter fan on the side. Alright, it's a mid-tower case, SECC 0.6 millimeter, ATX and micro ATX. Alright, let me try and get this open and unbox it. As you can see, it's packaged very well. We got styrofoam on the sides, and it's wrapped up in plastic. You can see the fan right through the cover. Alright, here it is from the front. Try and get this in here. It's pretty big, so it's hard to get in. Got a plastic protective covering on the front. We'll take off. Oh, there it goes. That's the door. All right. We got the door. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/4 inch bays. 1 3.5 inch bay. One of the features about this is the engine start button. On the big button, it's your power button. Obviously, we've got a reset button here, LED light. Got ventilation down here. The coating itself, it's like a rubberized on this. It feels like on the front bezel, it's a front rubberized. On the side, we've got 2 USB ports, audio, microphone, and audio out for headphones, if you wish. The right side, there's nothing there. Plain black. The main feature of this is, of course, the really big fan. Take a look at that in a second. On the back side, got our standard power supply slot. There's no fan here, but it can take, it looks like it could take 80, 92 millimeter and 120 millimeter. We've got 3 slots. Got a universal I/O port. Got our PCI slots. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the back of. This looks like back of the PCI slot locks. Got thumb screws on all sides, so we can easily take the doors off with the thumb screws. Here's the fan. How I can get it off, I'm not sure. All right, well, let's take the screws off. Alright, there you go. Door slides right off. And the case falls over. Okay. Alright, here's the inside. Whoa. Alright, okay. Try that again. Alright, there we go. Big fan. This should pretty much keep any case cool, I would think. It's like the entire side is one big fan. Should keep any system cool. It's got a standard Molex connection. It's a pass-through, which is nice. You won't lose a connection. It's got vents on the sides as well to pull the air in all along. Alright. Inside. We got our motherboard tray, of course. These appear to be a toolless system. There's a screw there I'm not quite sure how these work. Guess I'll find out. Okay, you got to put a drive in, and then they're spring loaded, and they'll lock into place. Got our standard connections for the motherboard. This will be the front intake fan connection, I believe. Yes, there's our front intake fan there. Inside the small bag, got just a few assorted screws, motherboard standoffs. There's one motherboard standoff pre-installed. Inside, got PCI locks. They're the toolless type, no screws needed. User manuals in there as well. I wonder if I can get the front bezel off. Alright, let's take the other side off. Motherboard tray does not look removable. Let me get this off here. Oh, it opens up like a door. That's nice. On this side, no, the motherboard tray is not removable. You can add screws if you need to secure them, but it looks like they are spring loaded or tension. I wonder if I can get the front bezel off with no problems. Let me try to get it off. Oh, there we go. Okay, it just pops right off. Let's show you the insides here. Oh, there's no intake fan either. Okay, the power cable that we saw is for the engine start button apparently. So there's no fan installed in this. There's no fans at all except for the large 40cm one on the side. Here's all your connections. The inside view. Got everything glued in here. Pop outs. These all pop out. It's a fairly standard sturdy case. It feels pretty sturdy. Using it, or just feeling it. I'm going to install a system on here and we'll check out how well this big old fan cools. I'm thinking with that very large fan, I'm not going to need a front intake or an exhaust actually, because it'll push the air right through, and of course the power supply has a fan built into it too, which will help exhaust some of the air as well. I'm thinking the fan, 40cm fan, will push the air in and out the exhaust, front and back, at least in theory. Well, that's about it. Let me put it all back together. You don't have to see that, of course, but I'll put it all back together and I'll stick a system in it, take some pictures, and we'll see. So this is the Aerocool AeroRacer Pro EN5274, the black bezel. There is a red one. It's exactly the same except the bezel has a red accent to it. But that's it. Let me get a system installed and I'll get you the rest of the review.